All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight. This is the last race here for the T-Rex Grills Truck Series season here before we head off into the chase. It's starting it off tonight. It's going to be very interesting here because we're at I call it it's the Gladiator Coliseum, but they call it the last Coliseum, Bristol Speedway. Joe White up here in the booth, and I'm up here accompanied with Dustin Phillips. Dustin, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, Joe, man. Glad to be here. Last race before the chase. Good, hard, short track racing here in store for us tonight. These boys is ready. I talked to a few of them down on pit road earlier, and 282 laps here tonight. The boys are really going to have to strap it in and hold on tight because things happen quick here at Bristol, and we're going to have an exciting race here tonight for sure.
Well, absolutely. Right here, we've got the T-Rex Grills Truck Series presented by Bush Best on the 150 at Bristol Motor Speedway tonight. And I tell you what, these guys, we got a couple scenarios that's going to work out. We got a heck of a battle trying to lead in who's going to make it to the chase there for the 14th, 15th, and the 16th spot. And then like you just said, also, most notably, we're also going to have a 17th person in there due to the fact of one driver who has been here pretty much all his races. Actually won a race since he's been here, and kind of the rookie of the year type of thing.
Yeah, for sure. We've got several guys here, it looks like, from about 14th back to about really 17th, 18th spot. Got a chance to either fall out or get in, and we've decided Trey Hoopler's only made 4 starts, but he won a race. He's only been with us for those 4 races, but he's within that top 25, so he gets in on that. He's going to be shotgun on the field next week in the chase, but gonna be exciting here tonight. We got a guy that's not going to be able to make the chase. He's in it right now, so whoever gets that 17th spot here tonight is going to pick up that number 16th and final chase spot. So exciting going forward. Got a pretty stout field as we do each and every week, and really looking forward to seeing who's gonna come out here tonight with a victory.
Absolutely. We got 24 trucks here tonight. Well, actually, we're going to be 23 trucks. I know your name's out there as always, but right now, the man that we're talking about there, the kind of the rookie of the year, Trey Hoopler. And I'm going to tell you what, that guy here, since he's been here week in and week out, already won a race, but he's very dead on consistent. They got DJ Anderson, a man right there, who definitely can make headway on trying to come out of here in the points lead heading into the chase. So a lot of scenarios here tonight. Bristol, though, and I don't want to say an unknown track, but man, they can step out and bite you in a hurry.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's definitely things happen here real quick, Joe, and we'll see that tonight. Thursday night was a little rough race for us. I mean, guys, temperature was a little cooler than it is tonight. Tonight, it's around 76 degrees here. Track temp 76. Winds out of the east, 5 mile an hour. I mean, I tell you what, it's pretty good racing weather. We might like it a little cooler, but these guys are ready to go. And 282 laps are definitely going to have to settle in and strap them belts tight because things happen here quick.
Absolutely, I agree with you on that one there. Nonetheless, as we got a star-studded field here, as always, a lot of the drivers very consistent coming here to Bristol as the last race of the regular season is going to conclude tonight here as we're getting set to go for qualifying soon. Trey Hoopler, the man on point here in practice, and I tell you what, he's got a heck of a time at a 14.976. It's almost about 4 thousandths quicker than DJ Anderson out there. But if I'm looking at these times, I'm going to tell you, just looking from the top all the way, man, from the top 20, there's not a second splitting them. So all of these guys very close.
Yeah, for sure. And, it gets tough out here at Bristol, especially to try to put down a hot lap unless you do it early because traffic can get up on you real quick. And, guys put see the Dale Albright's really got to put on a show here tonight. He's that guy that's sitting in 17th spot here, and he's about, it's like 9 points out of 16th, and he's got to work hard to get in there tonight, and he's got to be able to have a long, solid car He'd like a top 10, maybe top 5 spot here tonight, possibly sneak away here with a win. But sitting fourth here in practice right now, he's got a pretty fast little hot rod there in Twin Peaks Avocare Hyphen Motorsports Toyota Tundra. So he's one I'd keep an eye on tonight. He's going to be fast. He's going to be smart. Try to take care of his stuff here tonight. He's got to come away with a decent finish here to get in that chase.
Yes, he does. Right now, fourth on the speed chart, so he's definitely got some speed here to get it done. Consistency's probably going to be his number one thing here. I tell you what, hey, what's going on, Carson, out there in the chat right now? We got Carson, Ryan, several others out there tonight. I want to appreciate all the viewers as always. Definitely let me know how things look, how things sound between me and Dustin as we're up here, OSR Network booth here tonight. I'm going to have some. It's Bristol, baby, as we say it. It's short track racing. Tempers are going to flare with drivers, but hey, we're going to love every minute of it here tonight, Dustin.
Yeah, we are, and we're seeing battle them out here in practice right now as we got just a few minutes left before we head to qualifying. And what we see here in practice is one thing, but when the race comes down and these tires start to fall off and this high groove starts to get worked in, you're definitely going to see guys try to work that bottom to make the pass because most of these drivers are going to be up on the top side. That's what they usually like here, and you're going to have to try some things. Try to save your stuff. Try to pick up spots as quick as you can and get to the front. And hopefully we don't see too many cautions here tonight, but that's going to be one way you can work your way through the field is pit strategy. So we'll see who can do that and dial it in right tonight. And kind of excited, man. Last race before the chase, and it's a short track, so it's got to be exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you, and that's another thing you mentioned. I appreciate that there. All right, Carson up, Albay. I think I got his last name right there finally. And we got week 13 coming up next week, Dustin. That's for iRacing, and they do their maintenance. Now, that's going to be very interesting because the chase starts next week. First race of the chase there, it's going to be a whole new set for the trucks and everything else. So that's going to throw probably some of these guys' game plans off of how they feel tonight. These trucks might feel totally different next week. So another thing in the back of the psyche for the drivers out here as they head off into next week's race. But nonetheless, they got to get past this week's race because it's, like you said, it's a tough, short track place to get around.
It is. It's going to be tough. And, I heard a few guys talking during the week that, it was going to be like survival. And that's possibly what it could come down to. It's gonna matter who can keep the truck underneath them, who's able to make the right choices on pit road to set themselves up. Because track position here is really, really key. And if they can do that, keep themselves out of trouble, you're gonna have a good finish here tonight. So survival could be a word you could use, Joe. I definitely hate hearing the word survival going into a race, but I tell you what, these guys that are looking for that last spot to get in the chase, they're definitely looking at maybe a survival race just to get to make it to the chase.
Well, I tell you what, that's kind of one word that I guess I have plastered on my forehead about every race is try to survive, because I know I got a big target on my back when it comes to trying to avoid wrecks. But, nonetheless, we got some talented drivers in this league, and we've seen it from the beginning of the season all the way to now to the last race of the season. And I'm going to tell you what, folks, if you haven't tuned in, now we're going into qualifying, but if you haven't tuned in from the start of the season to now and seeing what we're talking about, you have missed a ton of great excitement racing throughout the season. I tell you, Dustin, it has been an awesome pleasure sitting here calling each and every one of these races as we head off into the chase, after tonight, to crown a champion in the T-Rex Grills Truck Series.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. And I've had a blast here calling it all year long. I think we inked this deal earlier in the year that I didn't realize how great it was going to turn out and how good we gel together. And I tell you what, it's been so fun, listening to your other races and just being a part of these. And I tell you what, looking forward to the chase. But tonight, we're not there yet. We got a big-time exciting race here tonight. A lot of things on the line here for a lot of guys to be able to make that chase and go on the next week. So, not only exciting race here because it's Bristol, but it's definitely got a lot of things on the line for a lot of drivers.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you right now, we've trying to see who's going to, most notably, we always, each and every week here, we got to see who's going to put it on that freaky fast Jimmy John's Pole Award tonight, Dustin. So that's what we're looking at right now as we're seeing some drivers doing their first laps. And we're trying to see if they're clicking off these seconds. As right now, Nelson Riviere looks like he's currently sitting about 4th. And Brian Wynn sitting right there in 10th. So don't have a lot of the other drivers yet. They're on their first lap. So we'll see here shortly on what maybe who's going to be the man on point tonight.
Yeah, we got Keith Haney on the board right now at a 14.930. He was about 8th quickest in practice. But tell you what, always got a fast hot rod about wherever he goes. So waiting on a few others to make their time that were fast. So, you know, we got the man that was first, got the man that was second, another guy that was in the top 5 yet to go. So, pretty good lap there by the 56. Just edged out the 54 DJ Anderson, which he's always up front. And Thursday night's winner, Stephen Page in that Fast Lube Hyper Motorsports Toyota Tundra, sitting in 3rd at this moment. Good to see him up front. He was our winner Thursday night. So, definitely got another good hot rod here tonight, and you know, we'll see what he can do.
Absolutely. It's right now we're riding with Trey Hoovler right there, and I tell you what, putting down an impressive time of a 14.847. I tell you, that guy, ever since he has joined the league, has been dead fast, consistent, and I hate to say it this early on. You know, he gets in that chase, boy, he's definitely going to be a contender to watch out for. As I'm showing him in a Easy Lube truck tonight, the number 90 machine.
Yep, Justin Boots, Easy Lube Pennzoil machine, Toyota Tundra out of the JCR stable. Definitely been a great addition to those guys this year, and I tell you what, looking forward to seeing what he's going to do going into this chase. If he holds on to the pole here, that's going to be another bonus point for him. And continue to march his way towards that front. And I know he's excited. I know his wife's excited.
Yep.
You know, listening to him. She's always watching him each and every week, and his whole family. So a big shout out to them. And you know, Trey's got some talent. We'll see what he can do tonight. Definitely got a fast truck here.
Absolutely. Well, you speak of Trey and the family. Actually, Carol just said, "Hey, let's go Trey out there." So she's definitely cheering him on as always. Ryan's got his favorite out there, Donnie Leah, and I mean that's some good picks, man. You know, it's getting hard to pick somebody. I really don't know who to pick anymore because, man, these guys are just each and every week. It's anybody's ball game.
You're exactly right, Joe. And you know, we used to pick a winner, and we may start this next year as having a little what we used to call it the Battle of the Booth, and we'll pick a driver and have a point standings for us. But I tell you what, it would be a tough decision, man. As each and every week, you never know who's going to win. You know, there's always these guys that are up front, but definitely none of these guys that are not able to make this, you know, make this race each and every week. But to be up front and contend each and every week is something that it's been pretty amazing to watch. The level of talent and the depth of it in this league, and
Yep.
like I said, any night anybody can win.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And it actually looks like Trey might be the one going to hold on to that point. Get that freaky fast Jimmy John's Pole Award tonight. I don't see anybody else getting up there. I mean, he laid down a very impressive. Matter of fact, that's the end of qualifying. So tonight's winner for the freaky fast Jimmy John Pole Award is going to be Trey Hoovler. And I tell you what, that's a mighty quick time. Let's run down the top 10 here right fast. Let me get here on actually Trey Hoovler right quick before we run down the grid in order here. So tonight, Trey Hoovler puts it on pole for the Jimmy John's Pole Award tonight. Keith Haney right there in second. DJ Anderson in third. Stephen Page starts fourth. Nelson Riviera in fifth. Corey Wharton in sixth. John Furshin Jr. there in seventh. Tommy Haynes in eighth. Trip Potter in ninth. And Dale Albright, that's what he needed to get up there, starts in 10th. And I tell you what, Dustin, as we go through this field here of trucks, each and every one of these drivers, I'm gonna tell you, like we just said, it's hard to pick who can take it home tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We're going to see some good hard racing here tonight. Keith Haney's fast about everywhere he goes. Trey, we know his story. DJ Anderson's, Stephen Page, Nelson Riviera, uh, the 99 of Corey Wharton. It's just guys all the way through this field can win each and every week. And we may get our seventh or eighth different winner. I think it's going to be our seventh different winner here tonight, possibly, in a 9-race regular season. So that's pretty outstanding, and I couldn't be more excited to be the admin of this league, and just to the level of these guys, the respect. I was telling them in the drivers' meeting of just how proud of them I was, and how they've put on a good show each and every week, and I expect tonight to be no different.
Well, and you mentioned that too. I call it it's been about 3 or so races since or whatnot that the error here in T-Rex Grills Truck Series, the no fast fix error is what I call it. And ever since then, it has brought some electric sighting racing. I mean, very respectful. These guys have still been door to door, wheel to wheel. Tonight will be no different on a short track, but my hat's off to each and every one of these guys for that. And, you as an admin, you definitely got to be proud as these trucks are rolling here to get ready for the green flag tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. And, I was just looking through this field, and Donnie Leah is not going to be with us here tonight. Was able to not able to make it here tonight. He's our current points leader. He's definitely locked in the chase. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it here tonight. But these guys are ready to go, and got old Calvin Allison starting back there, back in the field, and starting in that 21st spot. It's going to be interesting to see him climb through. You know how he is. It's going to definitely make his way to the front at some point.
Yes, it is. The pace cars coming around here, folks, to send these, I like to call them the monster trucks, slinging around here for 282 laps. Now, I'll tell you what, those can click off very quickly or very slowly, depending on the cautions. I know as an admin, that makes you pull your hair out, Dustin. As a viewer up here, we love the door banging and excitement going on. So nonetheless, folks, get ready, get your refreshments hanging, and get it going, because I tell you, these guys are definitely about ready to put on a show here for 200-some laps as we're heading to the green flag tonight. As right there we go, green flag in the air. Trey Hoovler sends them into turn number 1, stacked 2 by 2.
Yeah, Trey Hoover, it looks like he got a pretty good run off of turn 2 there, as the stack-up's back behind him with the 56 of Keith Haney and 54 of DJ Anderson poking to the inside, coming to the line for lap 1.
Yeah, it is. Right now, they're still stacked 2 by 2 back there, all right behind him. And I tell you what, Trey has checked out and said, look, fellas, can I get win number 2 tonight here at Bristol's? We got a slow truck. That's actually Donnie Leah slow on the apron. Don't know if you have some mechanical issues or whatnot here, but nonetheless, very slow. But these guys are putting on a show behind them here. They get fanned out up front a little bit, but they are still 2 by 2 as you see that high line working pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. And Donnie Leah, he missed the start there, and definitely didn't think he was going to be here tonight. But he gets it rolled out there after the green, and he's here just to collect points. He's definitely already locked himself in, and we may see him have time to get back on this lead lap, challenge these guys for the lead here as we go forward.
Yep, absolutely. Right now, got a heck of a battle going on for 4th and 5th. You see the number 12 machine, Nelson Riviera on the inside, Stephen Page on the outside. There's their battle, and it looks like the high groove definitely is a dominant groove here at Bristol. And I tell you what, Trey Hoover, he's got a heck of a fan club here. He's got Kalista Hoover and Carol Hoover out there rooting him on in the chat.
Yeah, Kalista, I think, is his wife. And if I'm not right, and Carol may be his mother. But I tell you what, he's got a very good fan club, and no reason not to. I mean, the man's put on a show each and every week he's been here. He's been a great addition to this league, and right now he's definitely pulling away, as he's got 1.1 second lead over second place Keith Haney.
Yes, he does. And I tell you, there's so much action going around here. We're trying to get all of it going here for you right now. They're kind of fanned out pretty good. You got to go all the way back to about the 11th and 12th spot before they are 2 by 2 stacked up back there battling. That's going to put you where Jack Walls, William Long, which we know those guys, and Dale Albright. He's got to be very careful because right there he's actually battling with some of those guys that he's right there on the line with for the for that 16th spot.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Dale's sitting back in the 13th spot. Got a lot. It looks like Donnie Lee is going to make the pass on the outside. He's looks like 26 trying to work his way into a safe spot right now, and he's got a lot of trucks around him, and things are happening so quick here. He's just trying to find that safety spot to get out of the way of some of these guys, so he can just settle in here. And looks like we're going to have a long run here as we see the 82 almost lose it off the 2 there.
Yeah, he did in the 26. That was a good job by old Dale right there to not get in the back of him as he got a good run coming on him and let Calvin Allison get by in the 28 there. And I tell you, it just looks like that low line's just not the place to be right now. The high line looks like it's the dominant area as there's a heck of a battle going on back here in the back because right now Trey Hobler is just checking out. He's got a 1.8 second lead over these guys. We've got so much action going on. He's kind of watching this back here with Dale because, you know, that's points implications that's going on back there.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I was just looking up front at Trey as he's already worked over lap traffic and just putting on a blistering pace as he's almost made 2 seconds over Keith Haney in second place. He just continues to march, definitely not dropping off any. You know, right now we talked about getting into the chase. Butch Frazier right now is in the 22nd spot. Dale Albright's in the 17th. We'll be watching them all night. Butch has got to finish 10 points ahead, gain 10 points on Dale to make that final spot tonight. So we'll see, keep an eye on that battle as it goes on tonight to see if he's able to reel in Dale and keep him at bay and you know, outfinish him here tonight to pick up that final spot.
Well, I tell you what, as you see right now, the leader's going through lap traffic. That's going to be the key all night long as this track is so small, so little. Like I say, it's the glass Coliseum tracks. I mean, you're not safe anywhere here. I mean, look at this right here, folks. There's just a slew of trucks that are just stacked. Looks like a traffic jam on the highway of the early morning here at I-85 in Charlotte, because I'm going to tell you what, but yet the problem is these guys doing 122 mile an hour doing it.
Yeah, they are, and like I said, you know, Joe, things happen so fast here. You know, one guy makes one mistake, it's like a chain reaction, and before you know it, you know, you're all up in something that you didn't even know was happening. So, you know, right now, Donnie Leah sitting in the 23rd spot, just one lap down. He's made his way up to what would have been the 10th spot on the track with that late start there. So, you know, he gets a caution. He's able to get that wave around. Or this man looks like he's on a mission. He's passing guys left and right. So, definitely fast in that boss number 7 dumper speed shot machine here tonight.
Yeah, he is. Right now, you know, we're at lap 23. They're clicking them up, knocking them down left and right. Right now, we've got a heck of a battle going on for second spot. That's Corey Wharton at number 99. Now, we have seen him in the last couple weeks. He, 2 weeks ago, didn't fare too well in a pit stop strategy as he ran it out of gas. But then last week, actually didn't do too bad. Bounced it back with it. So we know he likes taking that pit stop strategy kind of mentality. But tonight, looks like he's going for it all as he is giving Keith Haney everything he can handle, trying to get on the back bumper of that number 56 Toyota.
Yeah, no doubt. He looks like he's got a pretty fast hot rod here tonight. Looking at his truck tonight, he's pulled out, looks like one of our older trucks in the Dustin Phillips Motorsports machine here that we used here last spring at Bristol.
DPM? Is that what it is?
Yep.
DPM?
He's
okay.
The same truck we used here. He had a pretty good run last year at Bristol with, and I tell you what, it's good to see those old colors, and he's definitely got a fast hot rod here tonight, no doubt.
Well, yeah, and also, you know, most notably, if everybody can see, he's got a little bit of front end damage, so he must have got in front. But you know what? It's Bristol. That's not going to really slow you down a lot here. I mean, you're going to have, Heck, you almost can come out here without no fenders on the thing and run really well. It's a short track. Aerodynamics, yeah, they hurt you some, but not as bad as what it would be at a bigger track. But I mean, he's giving that thing. He is wheeling that 99. So maybe that might be his good luck charm, pulling out that truck out of the hauler.
Yeah, no doubt. He definitely looks like he's got some speed here tonight. DJ Anderson, he's sitting there in that second spot in the points, right behind Donnie Leah, your points leader. This race is going to be, he's definitely locked in. He's definitely going to be a momentum race for him. He's been on pretty good momentum. He's had one taken away from him a couple weeks ago and then bounced back last week. And it's the first caution here tonight, looks like.
Yeah, it is. You see what went on there? I see a truck just spun.
Looks like the 00 was involved. I don't know who got into the back of him.
All right,
I did hear somebody apologize.
I'll just rewind that. See what we got here. We're going back here. Let's look at the 00 right fast and see what we got going on. The 83, Jack Walls, just looks like he got up high, hit the wall, and I'm going to tell you what, just one of those ricocheted off, and the 00 was just wrong place, wrong time. So kind of one of them racing unfortunate deals, what we saw in the replay there. Wrong, like I say, wrong place, wrong time. And, I've bounced off the wall many a times myself. There's not a lot you can do once that truck just ping-pongs off the outside wall. It's really hang on time.
Yeah, no doubt. This is our first chance here. It looks like the 7 machine of Donnie Leah is going to get the wave around to get back on the lead lap. He showed some speed here early, and definitely going to be to his advantage here, as we've only knocked off 33 laps, it looks like, so far on lap 32. So that's going to be one to keep an eye on. The man's had a fast truck. He came from being a lap down. He's going to get back here on the lead lap here, and going to be able to continue to march forward. And I tell you what, that 7 truck's looks like he's on a rail for sure tonight.
Well, it's a reassuring thing when you can come into this track and know that you're locked into the chase. So no matter what happens, it's pretty much your lock. So you could come out. He actually is probably, I don't want to say the only one, but he's pretty much the one out here that says, I got nothing to lose. I might as well come out here, put it all to the wind, and just put the heavy metal to the floor and go for it. And right now, it might be something that if anybody can, I don't want to say just him, but if anybody can do anything with Trey right now, probably could be Donnie. But I don't want to take anything away from any of these drivers, because I have seen these guys drive the wheels off of. We've seen guys like Calvin Allison, man, just ride around middle in the back. Then next thing you know, at the end of the race, where did he come from? So we have seen it. DJ Anderson's another one. So it's going to be interesting here.
Yeah, no doubt. That trouble with Jack Walls early, he was able to get that truck in. I don't know how much damage he's got on him, but see Dale Albright a lap down here early. If he's able to get in there and beat Jack Walls for that 16th spot, that's gonna be pretty interesting. But he's got a little work to do. Still got a ways to go. But kind of excited here. We've things cycled back through, and we've got pretty much what we had. Trey leading the field, as it looks like we'll have a couple guys have to wave around. But Donnie Leah elected to come down pit road and not take the wave around. So he knows he's got a fast truck. He figures that maybe he can get it back at some point. I'm not really worried about it.
Well, I'm showing him still a lap.
Tonight.
I'm still showing him a lap down also.
Yeah, he's a lap down because he would have got the wave around, but he came down pit road to get 4 tires, and thought that was more important than getting that wave around. So as we get ready to go back green here.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, pace car's in the pit road here, and I'm going to tell you, Trey Hoover again shoots out of there and gets a heck of a start over Keith Haney and company behind him, as these boys are still stacked up behind him there. They are still 2x2, and look at DJ Anderson says, let me get a run. And I'm going to tell you what, though, that high sign is at a premium here at this track. If you're up there, you get such a good bite and run as we're now single file for the first 4 or 5 trucks.
Yeah, no doubt. As Trey's jumped out to that lead. It's kind of a good advantage to be the leader anywhere, because as soon as that pace car hits pit road, it's your time within that start box to go. And very good start by him. Tell you what, these boys are gonna have a hard time trying to chase down this 90 truck here tonight. As he's got another caution here. It looks like.
Well, I was asked out in the chat while you kind of see what happened on that one, or give me a number here on what happened on that one. What's the over/under on the cautions tonight? Well, I hate guessing that, but what'd you see on that one, Dustin?
I have to tell you, but I'm not quite sure here early. I think we'll get a little bit of this out of our system, and we'll get guys rolling again here, and I think you'll see less and less cautions.
What number was that?
Not quite sure who that was.
I see a truck smoking. Let me see if I can just scroll through here. Maybe there's the 00. Up to 26 is smoking. So let's go back and watch on him. So I know he's got to be involved, if not it. So we'll rewind here on him just a little bit here. But I hate to guess, because I got Dustin the Ed being up here, and I don't want him going, come on, Joe, don't jinx me in the race here. But I don't know. As we're watching the replay here, it just looks like it looks like a racing thing. I tell you what, stacked up some trucks back there. But 26 and the other one there, and the 59 also. Is that the 59? Or the 55, I believe. Also was involved. Yep, 55 was involved. I mean, I tell you what, a lot of good. Yep, 59 was involved also. But
15.
Yeah, I hated on that one, man. I tell you what.
Those are all the guys fighting for that last 16th spot, so it's really going to shake it up here.
Man, and you know what? And that's the thing. I tell you what. It looks like here things can just close up in a hurry, and that's just kind of how it works. So as we head to go back here to green flag racing again, as actually the field is stacking up, we're still under the caution here. I'm gonna go back to old John Wimbus is out there. He says he's a gambling man. So all right, we're under caution 2 of 43. I think it's going to calm down, like old Dustin said, as it goes on. Unfortunately, like you said, these guys don't have fast fixes. So that definitely, if these guys don't get back out, we're talking about Dale Albright back there, Butch Frazier, Mike Abbott, Jack Wallace, all those guys battling for that 16th spot to get into the chase. I mean, you're right. Right now, Dale Albright sitting back there in 23rd, Butch in 22nd, Mike 21st, and Jack in 20th, and Bruce right there in 19th. I tell you, that's wow, heck of a stack right there. But I don't know, maybe 282 laps for 2 cautions. I'll say 4 for tonight. How's that?
Yeah, four might be a good deal. We'll have these things. Cautions kind of breed cautions, but main thing for these guys is to get out there and get settled in a groove, and we get ready to go back green here. These guys just need to settle in, and they had a big, about 30 lap green flag run earlier, so we know they can do it. They just got to settle in and get on this thing, Joe, as you get ready to call them and go back to green.
All right, as they're pulling these things out of turn number 4, the pace car is going to shoot hard left on the pit road there. And I tell you what, this is Bristol. You're right, the last Coliseum. And Trey Hoovler, man, I tell you what, that guy is on the pedal and through the gears in a very fast hurry as he jumps out there. The number 56, Keith Haney's trying to hold off the charge of the 54, DJ Anderson there, Dustin.
Yeah, no doubt. There's a heavy battle back for the second spot. That bottom's only good for so long, but that top is where it's at, and we'll see them stacked up here as we got Hyper Motorsports teammates of Stephen Page and Trent Potter giving chase to the 56 of Keith Haney.
Yeah, it is. And man, DJ, he is wheeling that thing coming off the turns. Got that rear end kicked out sideways just a little bit, but you're right. The high line is where you want to be. And you see a freight train going right by him here, folks. That's Stephen Page, Keith Haney, Trent Potter, Calvin Allison. We were talking about him a minute ago. They are all just blasting by him on that high side. DJ has got to get up there somehow and get into the groove. If not, he's just going to keep, it's going to be like a draft race. It's going to keep going right on back to the back.
Yeah, you're right. As you know, we're talking about 21st starting position out of Calvin Allison. He's made his way to the front quickly. Definitely up there and battling these guys. He's made it to that top 5. You know, just as you were talking there, Trey Hoobler just did scrape the wall just a little bit as Keith Haney starts to reel him in shortly. So hopefully not a lot of damage to that truck, but definitely saw little sparks there as he was getting into 2 earlier.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's probably pushing that truck knowing that those guys behind him could at any point now come flying up there and get him. I tell you what, it looks like he's maintaining a half-second lead on him as right now they are single file, and you got to go all the way back here to about, I'm going to say, we got to take it all the way back to about the 6th or 7th, 8th spot before you get these guys even doing any, door to door. But it looks like they fanned out pretty good, Dustin. Kind of calm down. They understand that, hey, look, long way to go. We got to save these trucks if we want to be here at the end of this race.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We've told them all season, you want to finish here, you definitely got to be here at the end. And as we see Keith Haney just barely scrape the wall coming off the corner there, didn't really slow him down too much. But these guys are still battling hard. It looks like they've settled in, as we say. But to stay up and around each other like this, there's no slouching going on. So, these guys know what they got to do. They got to click laps off and get to the end. And, 282 may seem like a lot. It's only 150 miles. That's our normal distance here. So, just being a short track, they click off quick. And right now, these from second on back to 5th here is a good little battle as these guys are just tuck nose to tail.
Yes, they are, and I was watching a battle back here with Corey Wharton, Donnie Leah, Jamie Christensen, and Nate LaFleur. I tell you, them guys were battling it out door to door. They've singled out just a little bit now, and we were talking about Donnie Leah. He is already up to the 12th spot. That guy is on the move. Definitely knows how to wheel a car around. He's a short track master, and this fits his style. Hang it out to dry, put it to the wind, and say, look, we are gone. Got nothing to lose tonight either there, Dustin. I mean, he's a man on a mission saying, look, we're either going to win it or probably wreck it, one or the other, but hey, I'm in the chase nonetheless. I got to try.
Yeah, no doubt. It's, he was telling me earlier he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make the trip out, and, just made it in, seen his helicopter land right before National Anthem, man. He got suited up, got out there, and was able to get his hot rod off of pit road there, and, like I said, he's sitting there in 12th spot now, was able to get that lap back, and he's going to settle in here, and he knows he's got a fast truck, and he'll continue to march forward as we go here.
Yes, he does. Well, I tell you what, another guy, man, that is on the move is the man right there in front of him. Actually, I say in front of him, but he's about to get wrapped up a little lap traffic. But that number 99 of Corey Wharton, I tell you what, he got a good run as they went around the lap truck there. And right now, it is a heck of a battle between William Long, Corey Wharton, and Donnie Leas. Those trucks right there look like they are just having a heck of a battle. Been very patient doing it, but a heck of a battle either way.
Yeah, no doubt. And as we look right up ahead of them, we got the 04 of Jordan Beck and the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes had a fast truck here all week, and those boys, talking to each other over the radio, and they're giving each other room and being very respectful. So, nice battle here tonight between all these guys as we go all the way through this field.
Man, I tell you what, you're right. We got battles everywhere. You got the Slim Jim Master right there going up against Napa Machine. That lets William Long pull right up there to his deck lid. In the meantime, Corey Wharton dials on the inside. Donnie Lee on the outside. Who's going to prevail? I'll tell you what, that high side is going to probably be the better area. But he had to give some as that truck got loose with the 99.
Yeah, no doubt. You got to watch out there on the bottom. That truck will snap loose on you. These trucks are pretty snug here tonight, what I've been talking to a lot of guys, and got that 7 as he looks to the outside of 22, and 22 shuts the door on him. getting into one there. But you know, we look back up front. Chris Stump and DJ Anderson have made their way to catch that front five, and they're definitely a stacked up nose to tail there from second back all the way back to seventh.
Yeah, it is. Well, I tell you, while you were watching there, the 83 kind of got stuck wrong. The 22 kind of got stuck wrong. We got a traffic jam going on back here. And, the 99 and 22 got together. Good driving job. He saved that machine.
That was definitely a good job as 22 and 99 units running out of space there trying to get through lap traffic. And good job by those guys. So way to hang on to that truck, Corey Ward.
Yes, he was, and I tell you, that's just basically just a bottleneck right there. That's all we're seeing, and there's so much action going on here as we're watching Donnie Leah just go through the pack. He's running down that 04 machine. He has got a bad, fast bullet in that number 7 tonight. And I tell you what, even though Trey Hubler's way up front, just picking them up, knocking them down in lap after lap, he's got to look. Before this one's over, we're at lap 70 right now, 280 to minute. 04 almost lost it coming out of the turn right there. But I'm going to tell you, so much action going on around this track. That's Bristol for you, and we love it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we continue to look. Donnie Leah's marched his way up to the ninth spot, and he's all over the rear end of the 17 JCR machine of Tommy Haynes. Definitely going to put the pressure on him to make it inside that top 8. And Donnie Lee is on a mission, guys, and I'm telling you, if he gets a caution here in just a little bit, and he's already caught the leaders, he's going to be right on the, right here in contention, and he may get up there and be able to challenge Trey, because right now nobody else has been able to put anything for him.
No, it ain't, but I tell you, we have got a heck of a darn traffic jam going on right here for round with Chris Stump, DJ Anderson, and whatnot. The 54 of, looks like his Butch Frazier is caught up high, and that's where these guys want to be. The only problem is he's trying to get, there was another lap car right down there on the bottom, but Donnie Leah again coming around there, trying to pass the number 17. So we've got a battle. I mean, all those trucks right there, nose to tail and battling it out, folks. That's for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah, no doubt, as 17 really had to check up there coming off the corner. Lap traffic of James Haney up on the top side as these guys are trying to negotiate lap traffic. It becomes pretty tough. Tires start to fall off, and you battling each other for position. Bottom side, top side, and then having to work lap traffic, man. There's a lot going on all the time.
Yeah, it is. Right now, Chris Stump, that 35 machine's holding on to 17. It's got Donnie Leah all over the back deck lid in front of them. You got the 18 right there working over Calvin Allison, who is trying to run back down DJ Anderson. Now, they are a pretty good distance away from the third place man there, Stephen Page, who is working through lap traffic in himself, who is actually not too far away from the second place man, Keith Haney. Now, Trey Hubler has just pretty much checked out right now with a 1.4 second lead. He is definitely up front going, hey, gentlemen, I'm going to try to keep the fenders on it tonight, try to keep this thing going, and he's got that, he's got the easy lube machine, man, being very easy up front right now.
There's no doubt about it. He's been to classic field tonight. That clean air out front. I know we're at short track. Everybody else back behind him, dealing with lap traffic, and Keith Haney's cleared most of the lap traffic, and Trey continues to pull away as now he's 1.5 seconds ahead of Keith Haney. He's done a good job here tonight, being the best of the rest is I guess what you'd call it. He's definitely kept his sights on the 90, but right now, that 90 of Trey Hubler's really putting on a show.
Yes, he is. And I tell you what, another thing we're seeing back here, too, Calvin Allison, as always, sitting right there in 5th spot as I'm kind of doing my shot here where I show off these awesome paint jobs of a lot of these trucks. Looking very good in that Texaco Haviland machine for Hooligan Motorsports there. Calvin Allison, looking behind him, the Square D machine there, Trent Potter. And then, hey, I tell you what, Donnie Leah, well, just a second there, he just got around and moved up into the 7th spot, moved around Chris Stump. I tell you, that's a man on a mission right there. He's got boss on that truck probably for a reason. He's acting like the boss out here and has been for several weeks. Definitely going to be a contender when the chase starts.
Yeah, no doubt. As we just talked about that as the '04 Jordan Beck makes his way, started all the way back in the 20th spot, worked his way up into that 8th spot as he made that move around Chris Stump as well. Jordan doing a pretty good job in that '04 truck here tonight, and he's solidly locked in the chase for the most part. If he continues, he's sitting in that 14th spot right now. It's pretty tight between him and Jamie, but him and Jamie both have had a pretty decent night as they're both still on the lead lap here. Just looking forward to surviving, making that final spot as a couple others have been having some trouble.
Absolutely. Right now, I got a heck of a battle going on between. I got a lap car in between the 18 there, Trent Potter and Donnie Leah. Hey, I want to give a shout out to all the viewers out there. What's going on there? Lightning 67, Kalista. Hope I said that right. And Carol, Ryan, Waylon, John, what's going on? Want to welcome everyone tonight. We're here at Bristol, and I tell you what, it has been nothing but short of exciting so far. 2 cautions for 90 laps so far tonight, as we've got 282 to put down here, and we're actually going to see after tonight. We got a list who's going to be in the chase. That's right. This is the final race of the regular season, folks. And 16 trucks and one, I'm going to say, is a Rookie of the Year provisional spot. So it'll be 17 trucks. We'll go and do battle starting next week for the chase to see who's going to be the T-Rex Grills Truck Series champion.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Next week, March the 12th, we go to Auto Club. That's where we started out the season. And it's going to be a pretty awesome race. We know we had a really good race there beginning of the season, and we're going to see 17 drivers battle out for this championship, and it's going to be pretty exciting. Right now, Trey Hubler, he's definitely on a mission here tonight. He's been pretty fast with us all year, and he's continued that here tonight as he's stretched it to one. As we're looking, as he's working through lap traffic, Keith Haney's actually closed that gap on him just ever so slightly down to 1.1 seconds.
Yeah, he has. He's closed it in a little bit. I mean, got a little product of probably some of the lap traffic here and whatnot, but hey, nonetheless, these guys are getting through it very well. And I tell you what, we talk about lap traffic, Dustin. That right there, that's got to be in the mindset of a driver, as anything can happen. As I was doing a race, man, the other day, and the leader had a car go through the infield right in front of him, and he had like a 4-second lead over the field. That's not something you want to see, as we see that 56 flirting with that wall a little bit again. But that's something you don't want to see as a driver. Is a car in front of you go flying through the infield like that.
Yeah, no doubt. It's right now, Trey's trying to negotiate putting 99 of Corey Wharton a lap down, and 55 Hooters machine of Butch Frazier there, let him go. That was going to be a little tight moment there for that 90, but he was able to work his way up as DJ Anderson's starting to close in, as he's got around the 56 of Keith Haney. He's closing in on that number 90 as he's working lap traffic here.
Yes, he is. I just noticed that. You're right. The DJ Anderson is definitely coming in a hurry. As we always like to say, the NOS energy drinks, I mean, that guy must drink a case of them before the race, because nonetheless, he comes out electric. Each and every week we see him do this, Dustin. I mean, it's like, wow. He puts a truck there, and most notably, that's why he is sitting right there behind, not very many points behind Donnie Leah in the points going into the chase here. And it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think right now, if I was a betting man, and I don't like calling out, but once we get in that chase, those 3 trucks, Trey, DJ, and Donnie, are definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in the chase.
Yeah, no doubt. As you were speaking there, leader 90 machine of Trey Hoover comes down and makes his stop, and I tell you what, it's gonna be exciting. As he, I don't know if he's short pitted, but everybody else hadn't seen him come down pit road yet, as he gave the lead over to DJ Anderson. And DJ, that's going to be an important point going forward as we get ready to lock into this chase. Going to be exciting to see how it all shakes out tomorrow. as we finalize the points. But we'll know who makes it here tonight, as Trey Hoover's first one to come down pit road here to make his second stop.
Absolutely. I tell you what, when the leader comes, usually everybody comes down to pit road. Now, most notably for all the viewers out there, they do run a full fuel load here. So I don't know. That's probably a little early, I would say, Dustin, for a pit on a full fuel load because
actually tonight, Joe, we're running 75% fuel load.
All right.
We're testing the waters a little bit for next season. Guys running 75% fuel, and so we'll see how that works, and it may go down. But right now, that's where we're at, just to see where these guys could get a little bit more pit strategy getting into it. So definitely a little bit less fuel here tonight than they're used to, but nonetheless, these guys are doing a great job, and we'll see how long these guys can stretch it.
Well, and that probably was the reason for my next question is I was sitting here thinking, we had that one caution, the last caution there at about lap 40 or so, and so it only put them at about 60, 70 laps, and normally you could probably go over 100 laps on full fuel, so that would make sense. 75% fuel load, probably about right now, about 70, 80 laps is probably what we're looking at then. Maybe a fuel window, not 100% sure, but tires is another thing. Tires is probably what you're going to be screaming for before fuel here. Definitely want a set of those to get that truck going right now. John, to let you know, Donnie is actually locked already into the chase, and I would actually probably pretty much say DJ Anderson would be too, with only 25 trucks here tonight. With that said, he basically has nothing to lose. He could go out here and run the doggone fenders off of that thing and be happy with it, I guess. But he is definitely, we can tell right now, and Dustin, I can see it, he's definitely wanting to win this race.
Yeah, no doubt. As we see him just get into the wall there as we come to the start-finish line, Trey looks like Trent Potter is going to look to the inside of him going down the backstretch into 3. But yeah, Donnie Lee has got nothing to lose here tonight. He's locked in. DJ's locked in. John's locked in. John Fershing Jr., Nelson, Corey, Trent, Nate, Stephen Page. A lot of these guys are pretty much locked in. It's going to be where their final position is getting into the chase. The ones we got to keep an eye on is Jamie Christensen, Jordan Beck, Jack Walls, Dale Albright, Butch Frazier, and Bruce Potter. Those guys are the ones that's got to race their way in tonight, and some of them are back behind the wall right now, and it's going to be a tough break. It looks like for the 55 of Butch Frazier, he's 36 laps down at the moment.
Oh, I tell you what, the 12 car just got turned. That's Nelson Riviera. He got bumped in the rear, put in the wall right there in front of, actually would have been Donnie Leah and Stephen Page. And all, he held on to it, no caution. Good driving job of the number 12 machine there, but he's running 6 at the moment. And just, I'm going to tell you, just a classic Bristol move there. I mean, bump and run style racing. I mean, these guys are getting out here very respectable so far, though. I got to give them that. But they are not, they're hard racing. They're wheeling these machines. We're seeing guys like Donnie, Trey, and all them. They're not just out here cruising. I mean, they've already scraped the outside wall, so you know that these guys are up here putting it to the wind, pushing these trucks lap after lap.
Yeah, no doubt. As we go back to early on leader of Trey Hoovler. He's one lap down. He come in, got 4 tires. Definitely faster than a lot of these guys. He's working his way back up through traffic right now. But you got to kind of wonder. We got DJ Anderson, Keith Haney, all these guys up in the top 12 at least hadn't come down pit road to stop yet. So how long can they go? And their trucks must be feeling okay because they still haven't had that choice come down pit road yet.
Well, and that takes me back to what I was talking a minute there before you was telling me how much they had fuel-wise, because I thought it was kind of interesting that Trey did come down that early. I mean, that was way early. I mean, evidently he just felt maybe something wrong with the car. I mean, with the truck or whatnot. But you normally here at Bristol, you can go pretty darn long time, especially with 75% fuel. You should be able to take this thing quite a bit of ways. And right now, I don't know what he's going to gain, unless there was just a problem that we don't know of. Maybe the crew chief there, and they were just talking over the airways, say, "Hey, look, something's up," and he had to come in, or it's a strategy that they're employing. I just don't know because he short pitted very, very early.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know if it was vibration on that truck or not, but it's definitely surprising. But you know, uh, we talked earlier about cautions, and I don't want to drum one up, but these guys have had a pretty good long run as we're working over lap 125 coming up here, and these guys still got a pretty good ways to go, but done a pretty good job so far. So we're gonna have to see how long that DJ Anderson. You definitely don't want to get him comfortable and up front like he is right now for too long, because he's going to put a show on it if not.
Well, absolutely. Right now, the number 54 machine's out there. Hey, what's going on, Rick? There, StreamMotorsports99.com. How you doing tonight? Tell you what, as always, all the viewers out there, what's going on? We got Ryan, IU, John, Waylon, and company. I mean, we got. I think it was I don't want Kalista and Carol. Yeah, I had to scroll back just a minute there. Didn't want to mess their names up, Dustin. But man, I tell you what, lap 128 here, Bristol, Tennessee, baby. I tell you what, that's what we call it, Bristol. And right now, the man Trey Hoovler, he's one lap down. He needs to get in front of Jamie Christensen to get to beat that lucky dog, just in case not that there is a caution come out. But he is on a tear to maybe say, look, maybe I can just get past and run down DJ Anderson as we see him on those good tires coming through the field. But, right now it's anybody's ball game. I mean, we've got DJ Anderson, Keith Haney, Calvin Allison up there. Man, I'll tell you what, Calvin Allison, that's another guy that amazes me week in and week out. We see him. We know he's got speed, but sometimes, man, it seems like he holds back a little bit, and then boom, he's just there at the end.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Man can do whatever he wants to in a race car, and we were talking a little bit earlier in the day about an opportunity that's come up, and it's called the Motor Sims Racing Magazine League of Leagues Championship Series.
Yep.
And we've called upon a couple drivers out of the USRL, and tell you what, they're going to step up and have an 8-race series, and hopefully, bring home a championship, because he's one of our drivers. John Fershing Jr. is another driver. Trent Potter's one. Donnie Leah is kind of going to be a sub for us. We got a couple other guys that's going to be subs, and I tell you what, man, it's exciting to know the kind of drivers that we have to be able to put them up against everybody else, as we have a caution on the speedway.
Yes, we do. Caution here is going to be number 3, and actually I see the truck, but I don't see the number. Do you know which number that is?
We're going back to see it right now.
I'm going to see while you're doing that, see if I can scroll and see. I saw him on the apron down there. Let's see what we got here.
There seems to be a couple different issues there across the board. It looked like 57 was one involved.
Well, let's go back and rewind while you're looking at that and see. I think, yep, 57 was on the apron. That's the one I saw on the apron. So let's go back a little further here. While you're taking care of that, it's like he's just going into that's James Haney right there, the number 57. He's going around there in the turn, just cruising around a little bit. We'll see what happens to him here. Maybe got into the wall, maybe bumped it a little bit. Actually, looks like I don't want to speculate too much here, but oh yeah, he just bumped that wall hard coming out of the turn, hits the inside wall, and then tries to stop it right there. It looks like, well, from what I can see here, Dustin, pretty much I just see the 57 that was involved, unless there was something else in the back there. Maybe some guys checking up or whatnot, but looks like he just got on the outside wall and just bounced off of it.
Yeah, no doubt. It definitely going back and seeing it. A couple other drivers said there was a couple other issues, but maybe that was just to avoid his. But I tell you what, kind of kind of wondering how this is going to work out for Trey Hubler. He's, you know, it looks like he's going to either take the wave around here or, you know, and see, you know, hopefully he can get down pit road and get some service and be on the same page as these other boys. If not, you know, he'll definitely he's got a lot of time left to get there, but right now he's got to work to get back on that lead lap.
Absolutely, you know, right now it's still it's showing him an 11th spot. The problem is he didn't get by. I don't think he got by Jamie Christensen to get that lucky dog spot, unfortunately, in time, or get back on the lead lap. And that's what we was talking about before. If he was able to get back on the lead lap, this caution right here would have benefited him very well because it put him back on the same pit cycle. Now it's kind of way off from anything, and DJ Anderson and company. Now, DJ did not come in the pits from what I saw either.
Yeah, I believe DJ did make his stop. I'm not quite sure, Joe. Seemed like all those leaders came in because looks like the 90's going to be able to. He's the first one behind pace car, and he's going to get that wave around. So it looks like 54 was first truck to come down pit road, as he's got some damage on that left rear tailgate. You know, short track racing probably not going to matter that much as we see the 90 bring his truck down pit road. Definitely don't look like he's going to take the wave around either. So we'll have to see. Moving forward, he kind of elected exactly to do what Donnie Leah did earlier. He's hoping maybe he can either work his way back. It's better to get those fresh tires than it is to be worried about trying to get back on that lead lap at this time.
Well, absolutely, and DJ Anderson's going to be the man up front. He does have a little damage, like you say, no harm, no foul, probably here at the short track of Bristol. Yeah, you know, Motor Speedway here as we get set to go back to green flag racing. Keith Handy's going to be on the outside here. Pace car is in, folks, and I tell you what, they are storming past the start-finish line here. DJ Anderson gets a good jump on the rest of the field as they head off into turn number 1.
Yep, and you'll see the 28 looks like he'll get a good run off the bottom of 2 and almost clear that 56. 56 going to fight back on the bottom. Calvin Allison is strong as he comes off turn 4, and he's going to chase down that 54 of DJ Anderson.
Yeah, it is, and they are strong behind him, too, that 28. Look at that 81, though, Nate LaFleur. We haven't really talked about him and that wow machine, but nonetheless, he is making waves and moving up. Started 23rd and currently right there in 3rd. Definitely, I tell you, these guys up here, the 56 into the wall, and I tell you, he's got somebody behind him stalking. That's that number 7 of Donnie Leah.
And no doubt, as we see a couple guys trying to work that bottom to get underneath him. You know, that bottom will work early on, but it'll eat your tires up pretty quickly. So, you know, that's one way to pass around
Appreciate
here.
it,
But you got to be mindful of, hey, I can't stay down there too long because that freight train will start coming around the top.
Well, absolutely. And I tell you what, I want to appreciate everyone out there, viewer-wise, and everybody out there. And, the 28. Is he going to hang on to it? Oh, no. Man, he almost held on to it. And he clipped the side of the number 7 there. He also got some of the 56, excuse me. But let's go back on the replay because it looks like the 28 just lost it coming out of the turn. He almost had it saved. I don't think the 81 got in the back of him, but let's watch again. From the angle I was looking at, he might have gotten a little bit, but man, that thing snapped back. And Donnie Leah up into the wall hard. And unfortunately the 17 and Stephen Page barely getting by, a little damage. 17 looks like he might be done also. Wow, not what Calvin Allison wanted to see here tonight, as that might have ended it for him because that was a hard lick there into the wall.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to take out quite a few drivers, or quite a lot involved. Seemed like Nate LaFleur said something about he was sorry. So I don't know if he got into somebody or what. I didn't quite see that, but that's a tough break. Looks like he barely got into the back of the 28. 28 tried to save it and snapped it back loose and just come back across the track. That's just a tough break. But just hard racing there for sure.
It is, and it's good that he is definitely there. That he said he was sorry and all. I don't think it was nothing unintentional. I mean, I don't think any of these guys here tonight would, as we see that these guys are now coming back in for some more tires, more fuel, and that might benefit the man Trey Hoovler right here. Not 100% sure because he should have been the first truck, a lap down, and should be able to get that lucky dog if I'm not mistaken. But what's going on, Michelle? How you doing? As always, I want to appreciate all the viewers because I tell you what, we have hit the 4 caution limit. I said 4 earlier, and but we are at lap 148 to 282, so we're definitely pretty much, I think, we're over halfway now. So we're having some good long green flag runs, Dustin.
What was that, Joe?
I said we are having some good long green flag runs, nonetheless, even with 4 cautions.
Yeah, no doubt. We've definitely had a good run there. Got a couple trucks banged up right now as we see the 90 of Trey Hoovler. He's got a lot of damage on the front end of that truck and the back end. A lot of guys getting into some trouble there. We'll see who can come out of here on top. But I tell you what, DJ Anderson was one that we'll have to keep an eye on. He was one that was ahead of all that. Happened all behind him, and he's definitely got a fast truck here tonight. Might pick up that second win.
Well, you're talking about trucks that are banged up. Donnie Leah sitting on pit road right now. He got nailed. When he got hit in the side as we're getting set to go back to green flag racing here. But he got hit in that side, unfortunately. Wrong place, wrong time. Real estate closed up. He's sitting on pit road trying to get it, but also Trey Hoovler, unfortunately, right there. As Nate LaFleur, is that how you say his last name, man? I know I'm saying it wrong. Okay, LaFleur. Okay, cool. Nate LaFleur, the man out front, and he's got Nelson Riviera right there on the outside of him. And he opted to take the high side instead of the inside. As pace car's in. As I tell you what, he gets a good shot off right there, and he's taking Stephen Page with him on the high side.
Yeah, no doubt. As Nate got a good start there. Him and Nelson teammates. Nelson having a little radio issue here tonight, but I tell you what, he's definitely good behind the wheel, and we know he can get up there and take advantage of this mishap. As we see Nate getting the wall there in the middle of 1 and 2, it looked like. Don't know if he's going to bother that truck or not, but Nelson definitely closing in on him.
Yes, he is. Nelson's actually running him down, but he's opting to do that inside lane that nobody else has been able to make work all night long. Everybody's been able to take the high side here. As you see Nate up front there using that high, kind of letting it arc down, coming out of the turn and letting you momentum. But, man, look at that. That is unusual that the 12, he's making the inside groove there work pretty well so far.
Yeah, he has, and he's able to keep all those boys back behind him and keep Nate within his sights. And as we're working over lap 155 here, got quite a bit of laps left to go, a little over halfway done here, and these boys still got a lot of racing left to do, and we got that. Looks like the 99 of Corey Wharton. 3 laps down, but up there still got a truck up underneath him. If he can able to get those laps back, definitely going to see him fight hard back. So he's got the speed to come up here with these front runners.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Corey Wharton's pretty much in the chase right now, wouldn't he be?
Yeah, he's definitely locked himself pretty much in the chase. Jamie Christensen needed a good night tonight. He's running 6th. He was able to stay out of trouble so far tonight. Done a good job of that. A lot of these trucks got caught up in that last caution. Is what we're looking at right now. So a lot of front runners fell out after that last caution. We've only got 8 trucks here on the lead lap.
Well, and most of them are looking right here on my chart. And Calvin Allison, 13 laps down, definitely caught up in that last one. Just unfortunate set of circumstances right there. Trey Hoovler, a lap down. He's currently in 9th, and I'm going to tell you what, he might be able to fire back and still get back up there. I'm trying to look to see where old Donnie Leah is. Donnie Leah's still in 8th, so he's back out there running. Now, he did get some damage. He slapped that wall a little bit. Not too bad, but looking back here, the guys that are really battling for that, like we're saying, the 15, 16, 17 spot. And we're looking at Butch Frazier. Now, Dale Albright, he's moved up into 12th. And I'm going to let you do the calculations there, Dustin, on if he could possibly make that top 16 where he's sitting at right now.
Yeah, as he sits right now, he's going to be that 16th driver from what I'm calculating. So, good job by him. Butch Frazier had some issues earlier, and he's 35 laps down. And if Dale can hang on here, and he's 5 laps down, still in the race, clicking off laps. If he stays about where he is, he'll definitely have himself in that final 16th spot, which is going to be a good thing for him. I know he's worked hard all season, done a good job, and like we say each and every week, any of these guys could compete for a win, and that's how tough it is here. Is guys that have worked that hard all season coming down to the final race just to make sure they can make it.
Yes, it is. Right now, I'll tell you what, Trey Hoovler sitting right there, the first man a lap down in 9th spot. He is tearing through the field here, and he's passing trucks left and right. Definitely got a bad, fast machine nonetheless. Corey Wharton, the first man of 3 laps down. Now, he's going to be battling for position there with John Furshin Jr., then Dale Albright, which we were just speaking of, sitting in 12th. He's definitely going to be battling there with Carson Abe. And, that would be for 12th and 13th spots. So, some good battles going on and good points implications are definitely here. So, it's good to see Dale bouncing back here. Unfortunate for the other ones, but I'll tell you what, right now, Trey Hoovler, man, he is wheeling that machine trying to get back to the front. I tell you what, it ain't over with him. If he can get back on the lead lap, he might be able to put this truck back up front.
Yeah, no doubt. Right now, the 90's really pushing it hard as lap traffic's not giving him any breaks here as he's coming up on a 00 getting in the corner. Definitely going to run out of real estate here. He's probably going to have to back off and get to that top lane. As he does, tucks in behind the 99 there as he comes across the line. He's definitely got some speed now. He'll get that lap back and able to catch these leaders again. He'll definitely make his way back to the front as he was so early on. Tell you what, guy we ain't talked much about tonight, Stephen Page there sitting in that 4th spot, was really making a charge there towards Nate, and he let DJ and Trent get back by him, but definitely just settling in here and trying to click off laps as we're clicking off, going to 171 as we speak. Nate LaFleur got DJ Anderson chasing him down right now. I know he's got a rear view full of the 54 and the 18 as they're coming strong.
Yes, they are. And I mean, right now, Stephen Page is looking very good in that 4th spot there, sitting behind or sitting right there close to the actual Trent Potter, who's in the 18 machine. As Stephen Page looking on the inside there. The number, he's looking on the inside of the 55. But I tell you what, he's got that 90 machine coming. Even though he's a lap down, he is definitely, man, knocking these guys off. Now, I tell you what, we're looking back up here up front as DJ Anderson is running down Nate LaFleur, and man, it won't be long. I think we're going to have a battle for the lead here soon.
Yeah, there's no doubt as DJ caught him, and it seems like Nate saw him coming and just kicked it into another gear and was able to keep him at bay at the moment. But I tell you what, DJ Anderson and Trent Potter got fast hot rods here tonight as Nate and Nate and the rest of these boys are really putting on a good show up front here. As the caution's back out on the speedway.
Oh, well, I broke the number 4 for us right there, so a little bit off on that one, but nonetheless, what'd you see out there?
I didn't catch it there. The 11 called it out over to...
Well, let me flip through here, see if I see anybody that's slow or anything like that. Oh, yeah, I see one smoking, so I'm going to keep...
Yeah, it looks like the 17 and 88 were involved in it. Don't know what the implications were, but that's a tough break because 88 was having a pretty good night so far.
Yep, right there, the 17 is the one that's smoking, so let's go back on him. Definitely saw that. Unfortunate right there. That's Tommy Haynes. And We'll go back a little bit further here, folks. Just give you an idea of what might happen here. Is running a caution number 5. That's still not bad for a 282 lap race here. Looks like the 88. Oh man, the 88 got it to the 99 a little bit, and it was just a pile up from there. So Corey Wharton was involved in that, unfortunately, because he was up there up front running around, and just nowhere to go for that 17. Again, it closes up so fast here on this track.
Yeah, no doubt things happen here so quick, as we talked about earlier. Is not sure, but I believe the 90 got the wave around. If he did, he's coming to pit road here, and he's finally got that lap back. He's going to get service on this truck and be able to get up here and battle with these guys. As it looks like Trent Potter is a guy that wins the race off pit road.
Yeah, it is. Right now, DJ Anderson is the man on point. Stephen Page right there, I'm showing, is in second. Nate LaFleur right there, sitting in third. And I tell you what, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting at lap 180. We're going to be 180 as soon as they cross this line right here of 282. That's going to put us at a little bit over 100 laps left. They were clicking those things off very fast here. 5 cautions for tonight. Not bad for a Bristol Motor Speedway event. This is the last race of the regular season before we go into the chase next week here at the T-Rex Grills Truck Series, presented by Busch Best 150 tonight. And I tell you, it's been exciting, Dustin, and we've had a lot of drama happen. A lot of the it's Bristol. What do you expect? I mean, really, it's just one of those exciting tracks.
Yeah, it is, and we talked about how fast things happen here, and looking forward to the rest of the season. But tonight, 5 cautions, seems like a lot, but I tell you what, these guys done a great job. It's really hard. Things happen here so quick, working through lap traffic, and I think the guys have done a great job overall. A couple of guys got together, and it caused a few, but tell you what. To be at Bristol, to be able to survive this race, as we talked about earlier, was key. And, as we're working over with just under 100 laps to go here, this race is not over by a long shot. So
No,
we're gonna see these guys get up on the wheel and battle these last 100 laps as we go green.
Yeah, it is. Green flags in the air there, Dustin. I tell you what, they are storming off into turn number 1. DJ Anderson gets a good jump. And I tell you what, a heck of a battle for second place there with the Nate and Stephen Page and the number 18 of Trent Potter. They are stacked up. DJ didn't get away as quick as he would probably have liked to have right there. As those guys, as soon as they got cleared, kind of ran him down just a little bit. Steve in that number 1 looks like he might be the man who wants to try to battle up front.
Yeah, no doubt. As these front four trucks jumped out, got a couple of guys got stuck back on it. It's kind of a weird restart, trying to work guys, lap traffic, trying to work through the field and get them all set up right before we went green, and stacked a few of them up. But looks like everybody kind of got going here, and this top 9 drivers that are on the lead lap right now, it's anybody's race. We still got just under 100 laps to go, and DJ Anderson's out front with Stephen Page giving chase. It's going to be a good battle here to the end.
Yes, it is. Right now, like you said, we're riding along with old Trey Hoovler right there. And, hey, that got Carol, man, excited out there. She saw Trey Hoovler's battling Donnie Leah and took, man, he just blew right by the number 7 machine like he was sitting still and took over the 6th spot. I'm telling you what, Justin, that number 90 machine definitely's got that machine easied up with some Pennzoil juice up under the hood and say, I'm taking it back to the front. He is wheeling that machine around Bristol.
Yeah, no doubt. As that last time by, he was 2/10 quicker than our leader, so he's definitely on a charge. Had a little tough start there on that last restart, but he's gonna settle in here, and he's definitely gonna try to chase these guys down. As hopefully over this next green flag run, we're really gonna see who's gonna be able to be the cream of the crop and who's going to be not.
Well, I tell you what, we were also, and I got to throw this out here, and Dustin's going to be like, man, you need to be quiet after I say it, is right now in the top five, but actually not quite in the top five, but fifth and sixth, you've got JCR Racing right there. And folks, let me tell you what, there's a heated battle not only for a champion here in the T-Race Girls, we got one for the team, and that would be between Hyper Motorsports and JCR. And Trey Hoovler and Jamie Christensen right now are two of the top that are in there. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Trent Potter also?
Trent Potter's part of our Hyper Motorsports South team.
Yep.
And we got the one of Stephen Page in that Fast Lube Toyota Tundra for Hyper Motorsports, as well as Trent Potter giving chase to him there in that third spot. And you got Trent and Trey right back there in fifth and sixth. So it's a pretty tight battle there at the top for points and for team points. And I tell you what, it's exciting part of it. Not only driver championship, we're looking for owners championship here as we close in on the end of this season. But guys are definitely doing a pretty good job as DJ Anderson's got his hands full with some lap traffic here in front of him.
Well, I'll tell you what, while you're saying that, uh-oh is the name of the theme right here. Donnie Leah has blown up, folks. And I think that's just a product of the damage he had earlier or what happened. But he is done, I believe, for the night. That truck smoking heavily and is on pit road while we were talking right here. He's getting 4 tires, so maybe he's going to try to hopefully maybe get repairs done on it, but it is smoking heavily, and usually when they're smoking that bad, Dustin, that's terminally ill inside the motor.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely tough break for him, but like I said, he's our current points leader, and he's definitely locked in. Probably won't fall no further than fourth as we reset for the chase next week, and It's kind of exciting to see. He didn't even think he was going to be here tonight. Was able to come back, had a fast hot rod. Got caught up in somebody else's mess, and if it wouldn't have been for that, definitely had a fast truck here tonight. Would have been able to battle these guys up front, and we look forward to him starting to chase off as we go into next week. He's definitely going to be a challenger. Been a challenger all year, and this race was one that he's going to try to catch some momentum. And just tough break him blowing up here late. But, he'll be back next week. That Dumper Speed Shop machine will be back next week and be ready to challenge these guys going into the chase.
Yeah, it was. Just an unfortunate thing right there. Got caught up a little bit earlier. Right now, Trey Hoovler still in sixth spot around behind his teammate there, Jamie Christensen. And you said those guys need some good finishes tonight. Now, we were talking about the team points thing, we were talking about that, me and you were, before the race started here, and it's kind of interesting that, man, you've got a army full of Hyper Motorsports out here, and the JCR camp, they have just definitely got some good trucks who've been very patient, and Trey Hoovler's probably one of their main men out here. They picked him up halfway into the season, and it's been a good acquisition there for him. And so far, it's looking very good. So, I'm going to tell you, going into the chase, that's going to be interesting to see going to the end of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. Trey's done a great job. Jamie's done a great job all season with that JCR camp over there. And they definitely they've made it pretty tough on us, man. We've had some tough weeks and just been able to stay consistent. And right now, barely leading that points by 8 right now, but this thing's not over. We got 2 of our Hyper boys up front, and they got 2 of their boys chasing us down. So just a matter of time before they catch us, and they've been fun. I told Jamie, was joking with him, we've been longtime friends, and if we could ever make a super team, and join forces, we would. But there's kind of a four driver limit to teams, so we can't quite do that, but definitely great working with those guys each and every week, and they do a great job preparing their trucks and do a great job out here each and every week.
Well, so as you say that, you're talking about the 2 Hypersport teammates right there. That would be Stephen Page and Trent Potter, as they are nose to tail right there. Definitely one's in the fast lube machine, the other one's sitting behind him, and the I guess I'll wait till he gets up there close to him so I can see his sponsor. That'd be the 18 machine of Trent Potter. He's sitting in the Square D machine right there. So he's trying to look to see if he can get up. But they are, I'll tell you what, they're closing in on DJ Anderson up there.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, And as we see Trent make that pass down the backstretch underneath teammate Stephen Page, I'm sure DJ's looking in his mirror and he's liking what he sees, because the more they're battling, the more he can stretch that thing. And we know as he's been out front tonight, if he's had a pretty stout truck, so them boys might have their hands full trying to chase that 54 down for sure.
All right, no doubt. I tell you what, man, right now we got a heck of a battle. Nate LaFleur, boy, look at him just pull right up on the back end there. Stephen Page, and they are door to door trying to head off into the turn. I tell you, right behind him, though, Trey Hoovler, as he is looking like he wants to join in on this battle and get that machine, as he's moved into the 5th spot here. And I don't know. It's got a long way to go still, but I don't know if I want to count out that number 90 machine just quite yet.
Yeah, no doubt. We were talking about it being hard for that 54, but I tell you what, as 18 gets into the wall in the middle of, looks like 1 and 2, as he was chasing down that 54 pretty hard. Doesn't look like it slowed him down that much, but he's definitely on the move to catch that 54.
Yeah, he is. He is pushing that truck, and the 18 is. And the 54 went down low now on a line, and the 18 stand up on that more conventional line. And to answer your question out there, Ryan, Donnie Lee got caught up in a wreck, and then the motor just finally let go. Mechanical issue, and he's kind of done for the night, unfortunately, there. So hate to see that on his end, but we got a heck of a battle for the lead here. As that number 18's all over, and this lap car could play a factor there. Man, I tell you what, as DJ drove it on the inside of the 83, good. That's good driving sportsmanship by the 83 there. Let those two drivers go on by.
Yes, sir. And I tell you, it gets tough here, man. You get up underneath the guy here on the bottom, and it just doesn't have the same grip as the top does, and that guy's giving as much as he can, but it definitely gets for hairy moments there. As the 54 has definitely got a rear view full of that 18 Square D Hyper Motorsports machine of Trent Potter's. He is just hawking him down as they get into one.
Yes, they do. Right now, you've got the Square D versus NOS Energy. Right now, up front, you see DJ Anderson's going, man, I tell you what, I'd love to hang on to this one. You will see one going low, one going high. I don't know which one has it. Coming up on the lap truck there, the double zero machine. And they both go to the high side, very respectable on the lap cars there as they go by them here. As you see it, I'm going to tell you what, when does Trent make his move as he dives down the inside?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Trey's just going to, or Trent's just going to make his move as soon as he sees the opportunity. I don't think he's going to push the issue. He's definitely locked in the chase, and I'm sure he's wanting to get that 3rd win on the season, no doubt. But, as we see DJ Anderson and Trent Potter, they've definitely pulled themselves away from the rest of this field. As Nate LaFleur and Trey Hoovler, he's moved up into that 4th spot, and he looks like he's going to the bottom of the 81, and he may clear him off as 81 fights back on the outside, coming to the line there.
Yeah, they did. That 81 got a heck of a run coming off that turn. But I tell you what, don't count that 90 out. Trey Hoover, I tell you what, he's got a fan club out here in the viewer stands. He's got a fan club out there in the stands nonetheless. They are on their feet here as we're at lap 225 of 282. They're clicking them off, folks, getting down to the last stages here almost to the time to say, look, do we go now or do we just hang out just a little bit? Nonetheless, your leader right now trying to hold on for everything he's worth and hold off that man that is hard charging behind him, number 18 of Trent Potter.
I tell you what, as these boys are actually working over, Stephen Page was just sitting there in 3rd just not too long ago. I don't know if that truck's got some trouble on him or not, but he's fell back to the 7th spot and just went a lap down as DJ Anderson and Trent Potter worked their way past him. Definitely got to keep an eye on that truck, as he was a front runner just not too long ago.
Yeah, I don't know what might have happened to him there, if he hit the wall, kind of damaged the truck or whatnot, but nonetheless, he has dropped down, lap down in the number 7th position. Nelson Rivera got around him. You see Jamie Christensen right there in 5th, Trey Hoovler right there in 4th, Nate LaFour right there in 3rd, and Trey's, he got right up there on Nate a little bit, but then he had to get backed off some, so maybe he'll try to get another run. But I tell you what, yeah, that number 1 machine, there's got to be something wrong, because he's very slow on the track. Something's not right. Something's amiss on that truck.
Yeah, no doubt. It looks like, I don't know if that truck's under power or not, but he's definitely, looks like he's got some front end damage. I don't know if that truck's starting to overheat and the engine's starting to go sour or not, but he's definitely slow off the pace, and that's going to be a tough break for that truck. He's definitely kind of locked his way in. It looks he's sitting 8th currently in the points before we reset. But I was looking. Calvin Allison had that trouble earlier. He's, looks like he's going to finish in that 22nd spot here tonight. It's going to be pretty tight here at the end, because he won't but about 10 points ahead of some of these guys going into it. So finishing 22nd, if we can find Jack or Dale Albright can muster finishing up ahead of him, it's going to be a pretty tight finish for them boys to get in or not.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Dale Albright, he is 8 laps down. Jack Walls is 9 laps down, so he possibly could get another position right there. Actually, Dale Albright gets back out there. He actually could pick up 2 more positions on Mike Abbott and Jack Walls if he could just get back up there. I don't know. I think, let me go back here and see. Is Dale on the track? Yeah, he's still in the pits.
Yeah, he's still in the pits, but I tell you what, 22 laps down, with just a few about, what do we got left? About 30-some laps to go.
Yep.
I tell you what, it's going to be a tight battle. We're going to definitely have to check these points, because didn't notice, but Jordan D. Beck and Calvin Allison both having trouble here tonight. Jordan Beck was only about 4 to 5 points within making the chase, sitting in the 14th spot. Tommy Haynes had a little bit of trouble here tonight too, sitting currently 40 laps down in the 17th spot. It's going to be real tight there for that 16th spot. Just going to see if these guys can hang on or not. It's definitely going to tighten this battle up for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you there on that one, Dustin, as we're coming up to lap 239 or 282 here, folks. Going to be about 40 laps to go. We're getting down to the closing laps here, and to conclude this season's regular season. Don't want to say season yet, but the regular season of the T-Rex Grills Truck Series, because next week we start the chase. Now, I mean, even though we start the chase, and man, look at that 81. He just went in there and dove it 3 wide between all those lap trucks, and wow, and the 99. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a good move right there. That's just a power move that he did. But I don't want to take anything away. Even though we've got, next week's going to be championship, the start of the chase. Basically, we're going to look to crown a champion or the start of it. All these guys still are going to be looking for victories. I mean, they're going to be racing. So I don't want to count any of these guys who even might not make the chase. They still definitely are going to be out there each and every week. To try to pull a victory off here.
Yeah, for sure. I tell you what, it's going to be a battle here as we go chase time. As we got 5 trucks on the lead lap, as DJ Anderson and Trent Potter definitely putting on a blistering pace. They've lapped all the way up to 6th place. So long green flag run here to the end, and just under 30-some laps to go here, and it's going to be exciting to see how this chase unfolds here, because it's got a lot of guys that had some trouble tonight that we didn't expect to have issues, and it's definitely going to shake the points up as we're moving forward.
Absolutely, and I tell you, that battle for the front right here between DJ and Trent Potter is not quite a half second. It's really close to it, about 0.4 seconds right there between them. And Nate LaFour right there in the 81. He is trying to run these guys down. He's 1.1 behind DJ. So I don't think it's over with between those guys up front. Nonetheless, I want to appreciate all the viewers out there here because, hey, we're at Bristol here tonight. T-Rex Grills Truck Series presented by the Bush Best 150 here. And, folks, I tell you, these guys have put on a clinic and a thriller of a show. And it's going to be interesting to see who makes the chase and starts next week out, trying to be a battle so that we can crown a T-Rex Grills Truck Series champion.
Yeah, it's exciting times, and I tell you what, tonight's been pretty exciting. Definitely some things have happened to shake things up, just as we expected being short track racing. But I tell you what, DJ Anderson, he's done a good job. He's been at the right place at the right time, and he's definitely starting to stretch that lead ever so slightly over the 18 as the 81 starts to close in on the 18 as we're working lap traffic. DJ's trying to pick up that second win back-to-back from Homestead last week. So definitely had a fast Need for Speed Motorsports truck last 2 weeks, pretty much all season, but definitely put on a show the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, he has, and that's another thing. He's trying to look like, hey, look, I want to be the main man going into the chase. Right now he is. An unfortunate set of circumstances there for Donnie Leah early on here in the race, who got caught up just in a little bit of miscue, and then the motor just said, hey, I'm gone, and let loose here early on. But that man out front in the NOS Energy machine is definitely right now is the man to beat as we're going to lap 2, as we're heading to lap 253 of 282 here, folks. Clicking them off very quickly. Trent Potter, though, and that Nate LaFleur right there, the man second and third. And you got Trey Hoover right there in fourth. Jamie Christensen topping it out in the fifth spot there. So that's your top 5 running order here. So we go back to say we got Hyper Motorsport boys up front, JCR guys up front. And not sure what DJ Anderson you say he's with.
He's Need for Speed Motorsports.
Oh, Need for Speed. There we go. And I don't think he needs much more speed because right now he is definitely showing he has a lot of it in the tank of that car or truck.
Yeah, no doubt. And then you're sitting back at Nate LaFleur. He's been consistent all year long. I'm actually pretty proud of him, man. He's done a pretty good job. Went off to college this year and done a pretty outstanding job being consistent all year long, and sitting here in the 3rd spot tonight for that WOW Racing camp, and just done a great job as he's made some pretty interesting moves here tonight to get through lap traffic. And as we say that, I mean he's right in the sights of second place at Trent Potter, and as we get into these closing laps, it's anybody's ball game.
Yes, it is. We're knocking down the closing laps like Dustin just said right there. And I want to appreciate all the viewers out there. And just to kind of give a heads up here, the last time I checked, we're sitting at about 20 of them watching us right now, Dustin. So, hey, they're enjoying the action. And unfortunately, got Carson Abe out here. And he, had some trouble earlier on, sitting in 13th spot right now. He actually probably might not be as bad off. Well, probably will come out maybe the 15th or 16th. Not bad off as what he would think he would be, but nonetheless would definitely love to be out there running amongst these guys. And I tell you, like I said before, it's a crapshoot with this league here. These guys know how to drive. I know probably tempers are flowing a little bit. It's short track racing. You never know, but these guys have put on a heck of a clinic out here.
Yeah, they definitely have, and like I said, we've been proud of them all year long. A lot of times things happen and people get aggravated. It's short track racing, but I tell you, guys have done a pretty good job tonight. Hadn't had no fist fights, so that's pretty good. And looking forward to getting this chase started. And as we close in within 20 laps to go, I'm telling you what, this battle's going to heat up next week out at Auto Club, and these guys are going to put on a hell of a show. And just looking forward to the momentum that DJ Anderson, Trent Potter, Nate LaFleur, Trey Hoover, and all these boys are going to carry into next week, just being able to survive this crazy one tonight.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, you got a guy out there asking what happened to the number 35. It looks like he's got some damage on that nose, and it's probably the same problem that was watching there with Stephen Page in the number 1, because he was up there, amongst the top 5, and then all of a sudden he's sitting way back, very slow. I think those guys are just being very cautious, trying to bring these machines home and top 10 running right now, and hopefully that motor just holds up, because you can see that hood. And right now, Stephen Page is under pressure by the number 54 again. But yeah, you can see the hood on the number 1, Dustin. It's popped up just a little bit. So I'm wondering if they're like, man, I hope the motor just hangs on for the next bout. Well, right now we've got about 15 laps to go.
Yes, sir. We're closing in on them quick and in a hurry. And with only 5 trucks on the lead lap, and DJ Anderson putting on a blistering pace, he's starting to pull away. Pretty much like that truck race was on Saturday night. Christopher Bell, he's definitely got that Need for Speed Motorsports machine in the wind, and he's continuing to march, starting to pull away from that 18 of Trent Potter. He's over 2.6 seconds ahead of him.
Absolutely, as we're getting down here, knocking off the laps, pretty good time here. I'm going to let Dustin get it going with his calculator or whatnot on what's going to happen here as far as points implications go, and who we might see going into the chase and whatnot. But nonetheless, lap 270 of 282, folks. 12 more to go for that man up front, who has really stretched that lead in a big way to almost 3 seconds over Trent Potter, who is still right there in second, and holding off the man in third of Nate LaFleur. And Trey Hugler right there in fourth, along with Jamie Christensen, who has closed in on the back deck lid there, Trey, just a little bit.
Yeah, he has. I was just about to speak on him. He made the move underneath in 3 and 4 earlier just to say, hey, buddy, I'm here. And Trey fought back hard on the outside. He don't want to give up that 4th spot for sure. As we see the 88 get to the back of the 90, lets him go. That's pretty respectful there. Definitely backed out and let him go. He unintentional, really closed in on 90 real quickly there. But them boys racing pretty hard. Good save by the 90 of Trey Hubler. We were just talking about the battle they were about to put on.
Well, I tell you what, and we got to bring it up. Their teammates don't know who runs the team, but definitely probably going to be a team meeting come Monday morning over that one and say, hey, I know you got State Trooper on your truck, but man, you ain't got to give him a back end a ticket already. I mean, come on. But that was a heck of a driving job by the 90, and he might see that 88 might be a little faster and eventually just say, I don't know. But as I say that, I don't know, that 90 machine there, Trey, is definitely giving Jamie Christensen all he can handle coming here to the close line. It's probably one of the best battles we got here for 4th and 5th position between 2 teammates. They don't care. They are still just battling it out.
Yeah, no doubt. And they're not giving up. They're going to go right here to the end. As DJ Anderson still continues to march his way, he's working through lap traffic as he just puts Nelson Riviera another lap down here. And tell you what, right there in front of him is that battle that we were talking about for the 4th spot. As DJ Anderson's caught them, and he's going to try to make quick work of them. But the battle those 2 guys are putting on, it's definitely going to make DJ think twice and see if he can just hold on here for these last few laps.
Yeah, it is. And I tell you what, they got to know that the leader's coming. And I tell you what, they are probably going to jump, fan to fan. But they don't want to go a lap down. So, I'm going to ask you, what are you doing here? But, look at the closing rate DJ's got on Jamie. It looks like he backed off just a little. And, yeah, they stopped battling. So they know that's the leader. And as respectable as it is, and as much as hard charging as you'd want to go, it's 2 laps to go here. They know with 2 laps to go, those 2 guys are not going to catch the leader. Obviously, he's right there on his back deck lid. They might as well let him go. Then maybe, hopefully, Jamie's going to say, well, if I can maybe get up underneath my teammate and battle him, as we're coming to the white flag for that man this time by. And I'm going to stick with this battle here going to the checkered flag, because it's not over with between Trey and Jamie, as they're going to battle it out coming here to the checkered flag here, folks.
Yeah, no doubt. Here we go to the checkered flag coming off turn 4. It looks like Trey Hoover's going to hold him off there. That was a pretty awesome job there. As DJ Anderson definitely had the truck here tonight. Was able to hold off Trent Potter there and Nate LaFleur. But a good battle there at the end between the 90 and the 88.
Yes, it was a very respectable job there with the JCR teammates there, Jamie and Trey Hoovler. But nonetheless, congratulations to that man, DJ Anderson, tonight. And Trent Potter bringing it home in second. Nate LaFleur in third tonight, folks. And I tell you what, it was a thrilling race here. And while you're probably going to calculate whatnot, let me find our third place man here, Nate LaFleur. There he is. I'm going to bring him down here into the booth. You want to do an interview with him there, Dustin?
Yeah, we'll talk to him.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Here we go. Oops, wrong one. That's Nelson Riviere. Let's get Nate. Here we go. Nate LaFleur, this is Joe White on the booth. Got a copy?
How's it going?
Doing good, bud. Hey, man, third place finish. Did an awesome job here tonight, man, as always. And we're going to be working over this calculation here to see who's gonna make it into the chase. But you pretty much securely locked yourself in, no doubt. Hell of a job here tonight. Tell you what, looking forward to the chase going forward. You're able to survive here tonight. Kind of were locked in before you got here, but good job tonight. Way to battle. Made some awesome moves through lap traffic. They're going 3 wide that one time. That was awesome to see. Tell us a little bit about your race and how survival mode went tonight.
Yeah, I chose to start in the back. Qualified with a long lap. I just wanted to let the first 200 or so laps unfold, but it turned out a lot of cars started getting damaged and going to the back soon, so I was able to get up into the top 15 sooner than I expected, and wasn't really too worried about the traffic. So kept running, and we had that long green flag, that first long rung there, and I was kind of surprised at some of the people I was keeping up with. So when that caution came out, that first one after that long run, I got through pit road pretty good and got new tires and came out and was surprised to be able to keep up with Trent and DJ. And I was really, really bummed that I accidentally got into the back of Calvin and caused that big wreck. That wasn't my intentions. I don't know, I guess I got into the brakes a lot later than he did, and that was the end of that. But overall, it was a really good night. I had a lot of fun. I thought I was going to be able to keep up with Trent there at the end, but he started driving away. I got into the wall a couple times. Third ain't too bad with the way I ran last week, so I'll take it.
Yeah, no doubt, and just figured up the points there, and we're going to let them reset here tomorrow, but officially, you've made the chase and sitting 6th right now. We'll reset and get the official standings tomorrow, but definitely locked in, and it's good to see you being able to battle for that inaugural championship here in the T-Rex Grills Truck Series. Looking forward to Auto Club next week. How do you feel about your chances? That's a real racy track, and it was a pretty good race there at the beginning of the season. So, how do you feel about your chances next week?
I feel pretty good going into Auto Club. I'm a big fan of that track. It actually, to make good passes there, you actually run a similar line that you do at Bristol. You apex the corner really late and get a good run down the straightaway. It's one of my better tracks, so hopefully I should be able to run pretty good next week.
Well, 10-4. Joe, you got anything for a third place finisher here tonight?
I'll tell you what, hats off and congratulations to bringing it home in third place tonight and a exciting finish here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
All right, thanks guys. Catch you next week.
All right, Dustin, I tell you what, let's go down here and see if we can't grab a hold of the second place runner here. And that's going to be
Trent Potter. I got him.
Oh, you got him? All right.
Trent Potter, Dustin Phillips, Joe White in the booth, but all year long you've been able to be up around the front, and you put up a good fight here tonight with DJ, and he just seemed to have a little bit better long run truck, but hell of a job by you and your team tonight. You definitely locked yourself here in the points as they'll reset tomorrow, sitting in the 5th spot at the moment. But picked up those 2 important wins this season. Almost got you 3rd. How do you feel about tonight?
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I definitely felt the truck was better on the short run, and I didn't get much track time. But for the first part, I was just trying to ride it out and let people go as they come up on me. And I was racing pretty hard there at the end and could stay on him, and lap traffic probably helped out a little bit too. But then he just took off. My truck it quit turning, and it was sliding all over the place.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. You've been done a pretty good job all season. Obviously, to be in the top 5 of this crew, to be able, had a couple tough races here and there, but got picked up 2 wins. The only, other than tonight, DJ Anderson picked up his 2nd win. One of the only 2-time winners here this season. As the chase sneaks up on us next week here, how you feel about your chances going forward? First race at Auto Club. I know that's one place you like, and how you feeling about trying to chase down these guys for this championship?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I know DJ, he's one to watch. He's always real good on the long run, knows how to save his stuff, and looking forward to Auto Club. Picked up the first win there, and I just like the rhythm of that track, and I feel like the chances are pretty good.
And for Joe, you got anything for our 2nd place finisher tonight?
I'll tell you again, my hat's off to you for pulling this thing off tonight at Bristol International Speedway, or Bristol Motor Speedway, at the T-Rex Grills. And man, I want to see you next week running the wheels off of that thing here in the chase. So congratulations, bringing home in 2nd spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Dustin, I'm going to run off down here in the victory lane because I know there's going to be one happy man tonight, and that's DJ Anderson. Definitely relieved, and he's going to be the man on point going into the chase here as we head into it next week here. DJ Anderson's Joe White up in the booth. Got a copy?
Gotcha.
Well, DJ, you drove the wheels off of that thing all night long. Trey looked like early on had the machine to definitely pull off the victory, or might have pretty much just had it until just kind of a mishap and whatnot on his end. But you held off and stayed up there, and now you're the man on point going into the chase next week, holding on to the top spot in the points. How did that make you feel, and how did the truck feel tonight at Bristol?
Tell you what, it's amazing to go back to back and we get a win at Bristol. Wasn't really good on the short run, but had that long run speed. I knew if I could hold Trent off at least for about 30 laps, that I probably could have stayed in front of him there, and he definitely made his effort. And lap traffic really almost rolling this, but he definitely made me work for it. And it feels really good to get 2 in a row. Hopefully the next 2 tracks we're going to in the chase, we can keep it going. Vegas should have won. I think next week we're at California. Ran good there, so in Daytona run good, but it's always about luck. So I'm looking forward to racing the chase here, and maybe we can go get ourselves a championship, maybe get 3 in a row.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, my hat's off to you tonight. You brought that NOS Energy Machine number 54 truck home in victory lane tonight. You got anybody out there you want to thank?
I guess my teammates, even though they're not here racing with me, they run good at Bristol and, help me out a lot in the off week here trying to get going. And I knew if we get some long green flag runs, I definitely have something for them. And coming into Bristol, I was kind of skeptical on getting those long runs, but it happened. Everybody ran a good, clean race. And, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we got a lot of laps under green. And it was nice to be able to dominate and bring another one home.
Yeah, definitely. He knows how I feel about him. I know each and every week he's one that we talk about, and just glad the sportsmanship he puts on each and every week, and put on a dominating performance here tonight. No surprise, back to back. Homestead last week. Talk to you again this week down in Victory Lane. Got a lot of momentum going into the chase, and I know you talked about trying to pick up this championship. You're definitely did a pretty good job as going into the chase. Each win is worth a point, so you're gonna have a little advantage over the rest. And going into Auto Club, I know that's a place that is definitely a fun place to drive. And I know next week you're gonna be excited about getting out there and seeing how this first race at Chase is gonna go for you. And I just want to tell you myself, I'm proud of you. I know you've done a hell of a job all season, and you know, being that points leader going into the first race is, I know it's going to be exciting. It's going to be, you know, with the crowd that we have here in this league and the talent level, to be the points leader, I know it's got to make you feel good.
It does, and I'm telling you what, man, coming into the season, if you had told me my 2 wins would have came at Homestead and Bristol, I would have told you out of your mind. So it makes these 2 wins even more special, and you know, we still got our work cut out for us. You know, 3 races left, and I know Trent and Trey are pretty good. I just got to make sure we get some long green flag runs, and hopefully put myself in position at the end and maybe keep winning.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And I tell you what, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for that Need for Speed Motorsports team. And you know, we not too long ago were teammates, and I tell you what, it was a joy to have you around, and you continue to put on that sportsmanship that I you know, I like so much. And I'm really glad that you know, decided to come over here and race with us and be a part of us. And I tell you what, it's fun to watch each and every week and what you can do behind the wheel. So you know, excited about the chase, excited about your opportunities coming up, and definitely looking forward to seeing this whole chase start next week for sure.
I'm in the same boat, man, and hopefully we'll get some more of these interviews at Victory Lane. So take care, guys. I guess I'll see you next weekend. Hopefully it'll be in Victory Lane.
10-4, Joe.
You know, I don't know. You know, it's just as we go into next week with the chase here at the T-Rex Grills, it's going to be interesting to see as we crown a champion here for the next 3 races. And I don't know, it's anybody's ball game. It's a points reset.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm pretty excited. I know that these guys have done an excellent job all season. And there's no doubt when we head to Auto Club next week that we know that was the first race of the season. It was probably one of the most exciting ones that we've had to this point, and definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here on out. And got a lot of guys going to battle for this championship that can win. And you know, long way from over, Joe, and I'm going to be excited to be right here calling it with you each and every week.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, from all of us here in the booth, myself, Joe White, and Dustin Phillips here at the T-Rex Grills Truck Series, tonight your winner, DJ Anderson, bringing it home at Bristol Speedway. Next week, we start the chase, folks. 3 races away from crowning a champ. But until then, I tell you what, it has been an awesome night. And to all of us up here in the booth and from the T-Rex Grills, I say good night until next week.